Hi everybody, this is Patrick from Brain Love Health, and I'm here today to discuss another very important topic related to keeping your brain healthy as you age. As you well know, or I hope you know, Brain Love Health is devoted to keeping your brain as functional and robust and active as we possibly can as you reach your 60s, 70s, and 80s. And we talk all the time about ways in which you can do that. Today's topic is about exercise and what positive impact that has on your body and your brain. But let me start and discuss the three pillars that Brain Love Health always stresses as we talk about brain health. The first one is nutrition. It's absolutely essential that you get the right nutrition in your body, and more specifically, the right nutritional nutrients in your body that have been shown scientifically to help keep your brain healthy. The second pillar is movement and exercise, and ways in which you need to get your body moving to increase your circulation, to increase the oxygenation to your heart, your circulatory system, and the perfusion and circulation of your brain. And the third one is getting proper sleep. Those three factors have scientifically been proven in hundreds and hundreds of peer-reviewed articles to be beneficial in keeping your brain healthy long-term. So let's now talk about exercise. We talk about nutrition and sleep often, but let's talk about exercise and what does it do? Well, the studies show us that light aerobic exercise, that means walking at a slow pace, at a brisk pace, at a slow jog, light to moderate aerobic exercise is going to increase the oxygenation into your circulatory system. Now, what is oxygenation? Oxygenation is the ability of your circulation to provide oxygen to your cells to keep them healthy. Now, I don't need to go into a 101 biology course related to the fact that we need oxygen. This planet is made up of human beings and organisms that need oxygen to survive. And consequently, when you're not getting the proper oxygen to your circulatory system, including your brain, you're not getting the kind of nutrients and cellular protection that you should be getting. So the light to moderate exercise is a good way to do that. The other part of exercise that I strongly suggest is resistance training. Now, what is resistance training? Resistance training is lifting some weights or doing some squats or doing sit-ups or doing push-ups. Those are all things that are going to create resistance that allow your muscles to grow and function better than they would without that training. Now, why is it important to keep your muscles intact, or what we call your muscle mass intact? It's important because your muscles are providing your body with the architectural structure to keep it as the way it needs to be. It keeps your bone healthy. It allows you to look better. It'll keep your muscle tone looking better, and in general, you'll feel better. Now, muscle mass is so important because one of the things that the literature suggests, and scientifically we understand, the more muscle mass you have, the more metabolically fit you're going to be. Now, let me explain what that means. Muscle mass is a manifestation of using your muscles, either through running or resistance training, and getting those muscles to stay toned, intact, and even grow in certain circumstances if you overstress them. Now, muscle mass will allow your body to burn calories even when you're not working out or even when you're not moving or doing daily activities. Your BMI is something that they measure at the doctor's office. You'll often say, oh, your BMI is too high. Now let me talk about BMI because I think it's a very, very blunt, gross tool that really doesn't give you the specifics you need. Now I'm a 70-year-old man at about 175 pounds, and I have a BMI of about 27. Now I'm 5'11" or so, and consequently a BMI of 27 would say I'm overweight. Well, guess what? I am not overweight. The reason my BMI is as high as it is because my muscle mass is higher than the charts provide for. Now, what's the important takeaway from this? If the doctor's using your BMI to make determinations as to whether you're healthy, overweight, obese, it's a tool that is so overly used but not really understood that I'm not sure it's something that's very helpful. What's more important is what your body fat index is, what your percentage body fat is. Now let's talk about that a little bit. As I said, I'm 175 pounds. I have a body fat percentage of 12% for my height. Now that's extremely low. That would be considered very lean. Consequently, that factor equated to the BMI that they typically use they really don't correlate. And consequently, you can't say I have a BMI of 27, 28 and say, oh, well, he's overweight. Because I'm not overweight. I'm actually very physically fit. So that's something I want to throw out there as a tool you need to understand that doesn't tell the whole story. Now, the BMI is really not useful for a lot other than to say, you could be overweight. Well, you can look at someone and see that. Consequently, I'm not sure it's a very good diagnostic tool. Now, one of the things that goes on when your muscle mass is high and your body is lean is you're burning calories. You're burning calories all the time. So my calorie burn per day is around 2,000 per day. And it's based on the fact that I have a high muscle to fat ratio. That's a good thing. Now you get to that point by aerobic exercise and resistance training. Now I want to stress that all these things will ultimately add up to better circulation. It also, exercising is going to allow you to reduce depression. It's been known to show that it reduces anxiety. It releases serotonin, dopamine. It releases BDNF, which is basically a hormone that is like miracle grow for your brain. Those things will provide your brain with a better mood, a better feeling of happiness, but at the same time, increase your neural pathways, increase your synaptic connections. And all these things add up to what is the root cause of the problem when you hit midlife. Your hormonal changes are driving all these things in different directions. So by providing your brain and your body with better nutrients and exercising, you're going to be able to give the brain what it needs to stay healthy long term. That's the takeaway from all this discussion. The other point I want to drive home is it's essential that you get good sleep on top of all this. Now, here's the good news. If you eat right and eat the right nutrients and allow those nutrients to balance out the hormonal changes that are occurring in midlife, if you get up and move, exercise, aerobics, and resistance training, and that could be yoga, that could be Tai Chi, it could be walking, it could be light resistant exercising, like I say, sit-ups, squats, push-ups, all those things will provide you, guess what? With a better sleep. It's reported time and time again that individuals that exercise either even moderately to light to moderate exercise will give you better sleep. Now, sleep is so essential because it's been tied to a significant risk factor to dementia and Alzheimer's disease in your 70s and 80s. So this stuff needs to start in midlife. Let me go back to the root cause again. As you reach midlife, you're getting hormonal changes in your body. Your estrogen's going down, your testosterone's going down, your luteinizing hormone is going up, and all these hormonal changes are driving the process of weight gain, moodiness, hot flashes, lack of sleep, all the things we recognize that start to occur in midlife. And what I'm suggesting and what Brain Love talks about every single day is that the right nutrients can help balance out those hormones. The right nutrients can provide your body and your brain with the proper nutrition that's going to keep it healthy long term. Exercise is going to help distribute those nutrients in a positive way and provide your cells with the nutrients they need. You need that circulation. You need to get your heart rate up. You need to build up some of your muscle mass, which will allow you to have a better metabolic state. And because of those things, you will sleep better. You will sleep more soundly. You will have better melatonin levels. You will have lower cortisol levels. You will have better dopamine levels, better serotonin levels. All those things will contribute to better sleep, not just your physical and brain health, which ultimately those three pillars are the key to keeping your brain healthy in your 60s, 70s, and 80s. You need to start minimally in your 40s and 50s to provide the benefits that are to keep your brain healthy long term. That's the message today, and I invite you to come visit us at brainlovehealth.com. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook at brainlovehealth, and we welcome your questions. We're here to help, but keep in mind, good nutrition, exercise, and sleep are the pillars of keeping your brain healthy long term. Thank you so much for your attention, and we'll see you next time.